it was described to me in the visual. I wish I had it here to show you, but it was a person from that demographic in the photograph, just stark background with that person with a band-aid on the shoulder that says this shot matters exclamation point, but instead of the O in shot, it had a heart, a graphic placed over it. And so, the double entendre there of this shite matters, and anyway, I thought there's not a lot of health systems that would go forward with something like that in communicating with that audience. But what I understand is that it really resonated with them.
Yeah.
And it made a difference, and they started seeing that change. And so that kind of bold approach, I think, could serve us well. It's not common, and it needs to be more common in healthcare. Not necessarily saying every campaign needs to be laced with some double entendre vulgarity kind of a thing,
Sure.
but you know what I mean. So anyway, then the other observation that I have is that healthcare marketing is very heavy on jargon. Um, there's a lot of terms, and I'm guilty of some of these in some of the work that I've done. I admit that, but there's terms that we use every day that we fully understand, but our audience doesn't. Value-based care, population health, even calling doctors providers. I mean, we use the term provider commonplace, but
Yeah.
that doesn't resonate with the normal consumer or preferred providers or primary care or whole person health or integrative medicine or anything centric, patient centric, you know, whatever it might be. I mean, those are terms that we're using talking to ourselves, but they don't resonate with audiences. That's another observation I guess I had in that transition. I don't think there's enough of a focus on digital first impressions. So, websites are clunky, they're badly outdated. It's just not, they're, everyone's working to improve that and fix it, but it's slow and it's not, well, most haven't yet quite caught up to where they need to be. Um, I think there's a lot of stale and recycled uh, content and messaging. We see the same kinds of campaigns that come around, National Heart Awareness Month or Cancer Awareness Month or whatever. And those observations are good. They need to be honored and respected. But the content that we see around those things is often the same thing from year to year.